Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess is sick, so she's not here. Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And we got a special guest in the building.
Come on, man. The living legend himself.
Martin Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling?
Good, great, man. Glad to be here with you guys.
This weekend, you're going to be at the Barclays and also Atlantic City performance. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Today we're giving away front row seats to go to the show. So call 105 right now, 800-585-1051. We got a pair
don't
of
say
tickets.
nothing in the front row because I might get you.
Front row. Those tickets are yours. How are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great, feeling blessed. Feel for all the people going through tragic stuff in L.A., you know, with the fires. My sister's house burned down.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, so, you know, we got to start rebuilding, you know, so.
You live in L.A. too, right? Was your house
Yeah.
affected or no?
No, but it was getting close. It was getting close, yeah.
Do they call you immediately, like, you know, Martin, house burned down?
Yeah, well, I was at my ranch back in Virginia and chilling in the snow, and all that was going on. And I was just, wasn't nothing I could do, but my family that I had in L.A. was holding it down.
Do you reach for your pockets first, or do you wait to see what the insurance going to do?
Oh, well, both.
Both?
What's the rebuilding process going to be like, though? Like, you guys have to wait a certain amount of time before you can even start, like, thinking about that? Do they give you a timeline?
I really don't know.
I got to ask about Bad Boys. You know, the Bad Boys franchise picked back up right where y'all left off years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing because as a kid, I grew up on it, right? But now my kids are growing up on it. So did you expect it to catch so big, and how many are y'all going to do? Because it's not whack. It's not like, you know, usually you do a sequel, it's like, and then the one after that is like,
Yeah.
But nah, it's not whack. It keeps going. So how many more y'all going to do? Are y'all shooting yet?
I really don't know. You know the business is fickle. You know, I hope to do more. You know, as long as Will wants to do them, you know, we'll and the audience wants them, we'll do them. You know, we like giving you good work. You know, so you know, we have a lot of fun with Bad Boys.
Why? I was wondering about the tour. Like you got money, you older now. Why even go back on the grind and doing a comedy tour?
'Cause it's where I started. It's my baby. You know, it's my breadwinner. You know, when I don't have nothing else to do, I can't do movies or TV or whatever. I can always go back to stand-up, and my audience is always there for me.
Do you think that the stand-up? Do you think the appetite for stand-up is the same as it used to be?
Yeah, if you're still hungry.
Or
You know, if you're still hungry, yeah, and I'm still hungry.
what about the audience? Because stand-up's kind of a lost art. I love stand-up, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's kind of a lost art because of social media. People, I don't even know if people really know what funny is anymore, but to go on stage and to captivate an audience, just you and the microphone, you think the audience still has it?
Yeah, people need to laugh,
Right,
you know, and people want to laugh. I mean, you see the sign of the times that we're in. I mean, people just really want to come out and laugh, man, and that's what we need to do. Laughter heals the world, man.
I saw a quote. You said, the way fighters train, that's how you train when you're getting ready for comedy. How do you get ready for a tour like this after 10 years and getting back on the stage? Like, is that a different level of training now, or is it still the same?
No, it's the same. I go to the comedy clubs, you know, and I work out. I go to the comedy store and work out during the week, and just keep working out till I build up an hour set and till it's ready to go on the road.
How you pick and choose what goes into your sets? Because, like, I was watching one of your old sets that you did. You mentioned, like, the Rodney King beatings, and, like, but you made it funny in a dark time. Nowadays, people are so touchy. Like, so do you stay away from certain stuff? Because you're like, now it's like the icon Martin now.
I'm a little more cautious about, you know, subjects that I choose and everything. You know, when I was younger, I was fearless. You know, I would talk about anything or anybody, but it's a different time.
Do you remember the times? Because I always hear these stories, and it's, to me, it's like, damn, this really happened. When you used to work telemarketing, right? and you were there with Salt and Pepper, I guess. And Kid
That's
Play.
it. No, that was Sears.
Was that Sears?
Sears and Roebuck.
Sears and Roebuck. How was those experiences? And are you ever amazed that all of y'all were successful in your own way of going?
Well, see, I wasn't there with Kid and Play.
Mm-hmm.
I was there with Salt and Pepper, and I was always clowning, joking around at work and everything, not on the phone doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
What did y'all have to do?
I was trying to crack on Salt. I was trying to crack on Salt, and Herbie Lovebug was working there too, and I was like, Salt, I'm trying to get with you, da da da, and she was like, Martin, I'm with Herbie. I said, Herbie's your boyfriend, and I look at Herbie. I said, Herbie, this your girlfriend? He said, yeah. I said, oh man. So then I just had to leave that alone.
So what were y'all selling on the phone? That's what I never know. Like, what was Sears selling? Were y'all selling
maintenance agreement?
Oh, selling me. So do you remember your pitch back then and what you had to do?
Well, hello, how are you? Was wondering, you just brought a new appliance. How is it working for you? In 30 days or 60 days, something could happen to it. Would you like to extend your warranty and all that?
And then when they said no, did you curse them out? Do you start cracking on them?
Nah, because a lot of them just hang up.
Oh, okay.
Somebody come to one of your shows and be like, yo, you called me. Like, nobody ever, that has never happened?
No.
I would remember that.
I was thinking too much. You a very physical comedian, right? That's what, like a lot of what you do involves your facial expressions, how you move. As you got older, do you believe that impacts your comedy? Like,
no, I still love being physical. I love it.
You ain't falling all over the floor.
No, I ain't doing.
Somebody got to help you get back.
Show over. Show done.
No, I'm not doing that. But I love still doing some physical comedy. Yeah.
And you said you don't say what you used to say on stage. I remember an episode of Def Comedy Jam. I forgot who you was messing with. I feel like it was that level, but maybe I'm making this up. But you was saying you was talking about a girl. He was with a girl, and you was saying you fucked. You remember that episode?
Oh, you talking about MC Light?
Was it MC Light?
The MC Light joke.
MC Light,
The MC Light joke. Yeah. Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah, but that wasn't a true joke.
It goes viral all the time. It goes viral all the time.
That wasn't true. That wasn't true. I was just messing with her boyfriend. I was just digging at him. So, I just said it.
God damn. I know he had to approach you about that.
Yeah, I was like, did he see you after the show?
He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't whoop my ass. Yeah, it was Todd at the time or something.
Why did you decide to heat him up like that?
Because Ed Lover and them was saying hit him with a joke.
That's a hell of a joke to say in front of a room.
That was Todd. You remember Todd used to do Todd used to do Rap City with them. Not Rap City, but MTV Rap City.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Got you.
So has anybody ever
Hold on, did MC Light get mad about that joke?
Nah, she was real cool.
Okay.
No, she's real cool.
Did anybody ever come to you after your show and wanted to fight because, like he said, you didn't hold anything back? Like, you didn't care who was in that show. You was going at him. Anybody say, yo, I'm going to meet Martin outside after?
Nah.
Never?
Nah, because I'm not that dude, man. I'm not that dude. And I got goons.
You got goons back then? Back then, so it wasn't happening.
Wasn't happening.
Damn.
And
Martin ain't laughing. Oh, he ain't even smile. He's like, I got goons.
And I still got him. So if you want to come to the ball and you get a little upset, just know it goes back to that.
You still lean into a lot of the crowd work in your shows now? You mentioned, do you still do a lot of crowd work today in your shows?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I do a lot of meet and greets and stuff, I love, hooking up with my audience.
She was talking about snapping on people in the audience.
Not even snapping, but just like, when you go to the comedy shows, I feel like a lot, I know for me, when I go, I want to see the comedians do the crowd work because it's off the top. And like most people, when they do it well, I'm like, oh, dang, he's like really good at this. So I think people look for that for you also too, because it's in a lot of your stand-ups where we see you go off on the crowd.
Thank you.
Now, also in the news, your daughter got engaged to Eddie Murphy's son.
Yeah.
That was in the news. Congratulations.
And he's a great kid. I'm a great young man. Great young man. I don't think she could have found nobody better.
Right.
I love that.
Now, we have this rule up here. If we're ever out and about,
With somebody that's richer than us.
Whoever has the most money has to pay. Pay the bill.
Well, Eddie already said I had to pay for it. He said he paid for the last 6 weddings, because Eddie got a lot of kids.
Right.
He said he paid for the last 6, so he said, nah, this is on you. He said, I said, I don't mind.
Damn.
So he's still holding you to that.
Huh?
I said, so he's still holding you to that.
Yeah, he's holding me to that. He's holding me to
Did you envision that? Because it seemed like back in the 90s, and I could be wrong, it seemed like y'all had just like such a brotherhood amongst each other. You know what I mean? And to see that brotherhood y'all had, but now y'all kids getting married, did you see that far ahead?
Never.
Wow.
Never. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
When they first told you that they was connected, did you call Eddie and be like, hey, man, you know, our children are dating?
No, I just, when I talked to him, I said, can you believe it? And he said, it's beautiful, you know. As long as they respect each other and love each other, you know, hey, the world to them.
Nah. I picture you and Will at the door, and they coming up and you having that conversation. So you never had to have that conversation.
Nah, with my daughters, I'm open. I'm kind of father that gives them room. You know, if the boyfriends they're bringing me to meet are disrespectful, then they're gonna see another side of me. But if they're nice young men or whatever, I don't do all that.
You don't get
They
involved.
probably already know. By the time you meet my dad, you need to be right.
Yeah.
Because dad don't play around.
And my reputation precedes itself.
You must have done fucked some people up. Like, somebody-
He said it 3 times. He said, I got the
They not even bringing nobody to the front.
Jesus
Uber
Christ.
home.
Yeah, I
Don't
just
even
start
play
asking
with
the
my
comedy world, like, Martin was fucking people up.
don't play with Martin.
How important was it how hard was it to sell hip hop to Hollywood in the 90s? Because when I think of like Martin, y'all had Biggie on there and Method Man and Wendy Williams, Snoop, and I even think about movies like House Party. Was Hollywood embracing of hip hop back then, or did y'all have to tell them? Like,
we were coming up.
Okay.
We were coming up, but because we were doing so good, you know, they had to accept us. They had to embrace us, you know, because hip hop was hitting hard. You know, you had all this talent, and so they had to say, open the door and say, hey, we gotta let hip hop in because it's impacting the world. You know, and you see what hip hop is doing now. You know.
What do you think happened to television? And what I mean by that is, you know, they always talk about the negative images of black people that exist now on TV and in film, but it's like when we came up in the 90s, we didn't have that. We had the Martins and the Cosby Shows and the Different Worlds and the Living Singles. Like, what do you think made Hollywood say we're going to stop doing that and start doing reality TV?
I don't know. Maybe because reality, when they first put it on, it hit. You know, people started gravitating to it or whatever, and maybe it's ways they get tax breaks. I don't know.
But y'all was hitting too, and it was great representation. Like, you had a job, you was a radio person,
But it was probably cheaper too, though. You ain't got to pay a reality
Yeah,
star.
that's why I'm saying tax breaks and all that stuff. You know.
But it don't stand the test of time. It ain't a syndication.
That's true.
20 years later, 30 years later.
Yeah.
You know, I also wondered too, but growing up, you know, watching you play Shanae, watching you in Big Mama's house, I never thought anything of it. I just thought it was funny. But nowadays, you hear people say, "Oh, you know, you got to sell your soul in Hollywood, and that's humiliation rituals and the Illuminati."
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Doing what I do and doing Big Mama and characters like that, Shanae or whatever. These are strong black women, you know, and I'm a comedian, you know, and I'm not above playing a character, putting on a dress or whatever, because I'm in tune with my manhood, you know. So I know who I am, so I don't worry about all that.
Is that a missed art? Because we seen it with you, we seen it with Eddie, but now it seems like everybody, like he said, is afraid to do that. But
except for Tyler, man,
except for
$1 billion.
Tyler, except for Tyler.
Yeah, it's if you're in tune with your manhood, you shouldn't be worrying about it. You know, if you ain't letting nobody get under your dress.
Was there ever a point? Was there ever a point where you felt like the industry would boxed you in, and they just wanted you to be the funny guy and didn't give you, like, I guess, room to grow as an actor?
Yeah, because I haven't been offered a lot of dramatic roles. You know, the closest I had to I got a dramatic role was I had to do it myself was thin line between love and hate. So that was the closest. And then I wind up recently, about 2 years ago, I did a movie called Mind Cage. That was total drama, no comedy and everything else. So I did about 2.
Do you even want to do that? Are you like?
Yeah, I want to try it. I
Okay.
want to try to see if I could pull it off.
When you saw it happening to you, though, were you talking to your team like, yo, why is this happening? Why are we not pushing back? Or were you just like, I got to do what I got to do to eat, to keep my family fed?
Oh, always. You know, not sell your soul, but do what's appealing to you.
Now, they also talk about Blue Streak, the sequel.
Yes.
You guys are shooting that?
We're working on it.
You're working on it?
Right, we're writing it.
Mm-hmm.
Writing it.
Does it leave off in Mexico, or have you figured that out as of yet?
No, we haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, but if they come get me from Mexico, because I had the diamond, so I'm living high off the hog, So we'll see what happens.
It got to be a crazy soundtrack too, like the first one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How do you choose what to do a sequel to? Because Blue Streak was good, but to me, I'm like, I'd rather see Life Part 2. Like
That's
like to
another
see.
one.
I like to see how y'all was when y'all got out of prison.
Everybody
That's
wants to
another
see
one.
Life Part 2, but you got to remember, me and Eddie we were what, 90 by the time we got
105 years
out.
old.
But no, it can be a period piece, so it can be based on when y'all first got out, when y'all first broke out. What did Ray and Claude do? What was their life like when they first broke out?
Well, we went to the baseball game.
Yep.
Yeah, remember that?
That's all we saw.
Right.
No, y'all got some pussy somewhere. Man. You know what I'm saying? Where's that at? Y'all ain't getting introduced to Viagra or something, you know?
No, too much. They might not have made it through the experience. And they ain't going to live through the whole
They
movie.
want you to die with the
I'm
Viagra.
just saying. Like it could end right when y'all broke out.
Right. Well, if somebody puts it together, man, hey, I talked to Eddie about it, and Eddie said, hey, man, if somebody could make it make sense, hey, we'll do it again.
Do you get I don't want to say frustrated, but like having to convince people in Hollywood, like you Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like having to sit down and pitch things or
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. But it's part of the business, and it's hit or miss, But I have a strong faith in God, and He's my agent.
It's crazy
Dope.
to me that you still have to pitch things. Like, just hearing that, it's like, wow. What about a Martin reunion? Like I know you guys did the reunion, but like people wanted to see like actual episodes. Like maybe how Sex and the City, they got back together, they did episodes, and then they had a movie. Like, is there anything on screen from you guys that we're gonna ever see?
From the Martin show?
From the Martin cast, yes.
No. Tommy Ford was a big part of what we did, and him not being there, it's not the same.
Got you.
And we couldn't. We caught lightning in a bottle, and that won't happen again.
Wow.
Who came up with the idea of being a radio host? Like
I did.
that was dope. But
I did. Yeah.
And why?
Yeah. Just try something different, Detroit, being able to say what I want on the radio and being outlandish radio announcer and everything, having celebrities come through and everything. It's just fun of radio.
Did you typecast yourself with Martin? Meaning like being at the character name with Martin, and they saw how you acted on the show. They expect you to be like that in everyday life all
Yes.
the time?
Yeah.
Because every time I've been around you, you seem like you're very reserved, laid back.
Yeah, I'm nothing like the Martin on TV.
Exactly.
Wow. I thought that it
People
was
do
based on-
ask me that, are you like the Martin on TV? Sometimes I tell them, hell yeah, I'll throw your ass out.
Because I think that's a lot. Like a lot of times people see you and they think something's wrong, but I'm like, number one, he's old, and number two, how did we ever know that was who
Right.
told us that was him? on
Right,
TV?
yeah, that was my energy. That was me just projecting, just being big, just, giving you a bigger version of Martin and, just having fun. Just having fun. But I'm not like that in real life. I'm mature. That's my job. You don't want to be on all the time. That gets annoying.
And then when somebody
people don't take you serious.
Was it exhausting having to be on all the time? Because you did a really good job at that job. Like, I would have never known that wasn't how you were in real life.
Thank you. Yeah, it gets exhausting, but when you're having fun with it, you don't feel it.
And is that the reason you had to whip ass? Because people they thought they could play with
Back
you?
to whooping ass.
You
I said,
say,
is that the reason? Because they thought they could play with people, thought they could play with you, so you had to show them.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever had somebody just laid out on the floor? They just like, man, I just got fucked up by Martin.
I done had some.
And with the Y'all Know What It Is tour, you got a lot of different comedians on there. You got Jess Hilarious, of course, Adele Givens, B. Simone, Chico Bean, DC Young Fly, Dion Cole, just to name a few. How do you pick who you want to be on the road with? Because that's such an honor for a comedian to be on the road with Martin Lawrence.
Cause they fire, they fire, man. They're so talented. They're the next ones, you know, the next comedy stars, you know. And for me to just have a little piece of helping them out, getting them some exposure or whatever, you know, I'm honored to do that. That's what I'm supposed to do, you know, in my position. And so I love it, and I love working with them.
Well, caller 105 right now, if you want to sit in the front row, 800-585-1051. You have to be in New York. We ain't flying you. We ain't paying for a bus ticket. We just got your tickets. If you're in New York or you can make it to New York, caller 105 right now, 800-585-1051. You're going to be at the Barclays tonight, so you get those tickets tonight. Saturday, he's going to be in Atlantic City. February 8th, Houston. Valentine's Day, he's going to be in your neck of the woods, South Carolina, Greenville.
No, that's not my neck of the woods.
Oh, I just
My
see
neck of
South
the woods
Carolina. I just thought
is
it was
the Low Country.
Yes. It's all the same.
It's upstate
He
South
said y'all
Carolina.
all country.
And February 15th, Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. And we appreciate you for joining us, brother.
Always, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm glad I came in, man. It's been a minute.
You
ever
see
seen
you on
the
the
picture?
wall. We
You see
got
the
you on
picture
the
of the
wall.
wall?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I'm happy, man. Thank you.
That's
Thank
what it
you.
is. It's Martin Lawrence. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.